to put a NASCAR driver up there and let him set the baseline and then give everyone else a shot to see where they stack up.
Welcome, everyone, to the Driving Vision podcast brought to you by the Zeigler Auto Group. I'm your host, Sam Dark, and here with me, Auto Group Director of Talent Development, Mike Van Ryn. Welcome, Mike.
Hey, thanks, Sam.
Be sure to subscribe to the podcast, like it if you do, and leave a comment. Hey, Mike and everybody, welcome to the special edition of the Future of Zag Today Driving Vision podcast. So, Mike, guess what? It is not too late to sign up for the Zeigler Kalamazoo Marathon, April 24th, ZeiglerKalamazooMarathon.com. Now, of course, Mike, remember, it is the Zeigler Kalamazoo Marathon, but this year it's the half. The full will come up next year. And for the first time, it is the Zeigler Kalamazoo Marathon, Mike. So what's neat about that sponsorship is we get to bring a lot of cool stuff to the race, right? So what's some of the stuff we get to bring from Team Zeigler, Mike?
Well, we got some good surprises coming up this year, Sam. We got our very own Zeigler hot air balloon. Will be there.
Wow. Now, wait, where's the hot air balloon going to be? I want to see the hot air balloon.
Oh, you won't miss it. That's going to be up in the sky, I think.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, what else are we bringing?
We got a NASCAR coming out, and our very own NASCAR driver will be there, Josh Balicki.
That's awesome. And Josh has driven many races with the Zeigler logo already. Started at Daytona, where he finished 9th. Then he went to California. He went to Las Vegas this past weekend. He raced in Atlanta, which is exciting. And then 2 more races, and he'll be with us at the ZAG as part of the Zeigler Kalamazoo Marathon. Guess what else we're bringing, Mike?
What are we bringing?
We are bringing the coaches to the ZAG.
Oh.
So Athletic Mentors has been the Zeigler Auto Group's partners in health and wellness coaching and training since 2020. And so today, Mike, we've got Mark Olson and Cheryl Sherwood, co-owners of Athletic Mentors, located and based in Richland, Michigan, but they are all across the ZAG, helping to make us healthy and better. Mark and Cheryl, welcome to the show. So here's the crazy thing. We've been asking ourselves, is it too late to start training for the marathon? Because I'm going to be honest with you, I'm a wreck. Like, February was busy. It's mid to late March right now. And what if, Cheryl and Mark, I haven't started training yet? Is there hope?
There's hope, Sam. There's hope. What we would recommend is, if you're just going to go for it now, that you focus on doing the 5K.
Okay.
All right. Still plenty of time to get ready for that as a run or a walk. What we would recommend is, start doing 20 to 30 minutes of running or walking 3 or 4 times a week, and you'd be able to show up that day and go out and participate and finish that 5K in a very safe manner and have a lot of fun with it. If you're going to shoot for the 10K or the half, I hope you've been training, so hopefully those people are doing the right things. Don't forget also that all the Zeigler employees have access to training plans for the 5K out there on our platform, as well as the 10K and the half if they haven't seen those yet.
So where do I go to look for those training platforms if I'm within the Zeigler Auto Group?
Well, Cheryl, why don't you jump in, and because there's a couple of ways. I'm going to let Cheryl talk you through that.
There's a variety of ways. So hopefully they've already either registered for our online portal or downloaded our coaching app. If they haven't done those, the easiest thing to do is to download the AM Coached app. They can go to their app store on their phone, download that, and from there they can then message our coaches.
Okay.
And even if they don't message our coaches, we're going to reach out to you. And we can just start a dialogue. We'll talk to you about where are you in your current training? Have you ever done a run before? And go from there and set you up with a program that'll help you to be successful.
So Cheryl, that's a benefit of being employed at the Zeigler Auto Group, being part of Team Zeigler. That's your role as being coaches to the ZAG, right? But you also offer this service to the general public, right? If I live in Kalamazoo and I want to become active and participate in this marathon, I could also reach out to you. How would I do that?
Go to athleticmentors.com. You can contact us with the Contact Us link or call our office at 269-743-2277 and just let us know what you're interested in, and we'll connect you with the right coaches. We'll talk to you about the appropriate program that'll fit your goals and your budget.
So Cheryl and Mark, why would anybody want to run? Like, I get that we've got this cool marathon coming up. It's sponsored by Zeigler. It's a tradition within the Kalamazoo world, but maybe I'm, somebody looking outside in, and I've never understood why on the earth would somebody decide to go run a half marathon, a 10K, a 5K, a mile, whatever. Why do do you do these things?
One, it's a challenge. Two, it's get out there and start moving. You're going to feel so much better throughout your whole, every part of your life. And I think you'll surprise yourself if you start doing cycling or running or any type of activity like that and get moving, that you're going to get almost addicted to how well you feel. That's kind of my 2 cents. What do you think, Cheryl?
Well, I think in today's world, so many of us are so busy working, looking after the kids, taking care of the family, that we lose that active component in life, even the natural active component. We pay people to do everything that requires, physical exertion. So by adding a little activity in our life is going to make us feel healthier and perform better in all aspects, right? Like when we're healthier, we have more energy, we have better cognitive brain function. So we do better at everything. We're better for our family, better for our colleagues at work. When you engage in something like running, it also puts you in a community of like-minded, healthy people that are also striving for those same benefits. It makes it easy. If you've ever gone down the path that I want to lose weight, I want to be healthier, and you try to just go to the gym, for most people, that's just a slog, right? It's like, oh, I got to go to the gym. It's like, going to the job you don't like. Engaging in an active lifestyle that brings a community of people, and the concept, as Mark said, of events to challenge yourself and maybe race against yourself and go for your best finish. Those things all make it sustainable and just a lifestyle for you that will stick and make you feel good for the long haul and improve your health and longevity all the way around.
So why is it that it's the first step that's always the toughest to take, right? So I'm looking at the Zeigler Kalamazoo Marathon, April 24th. I want to get active. I want to participate in this. And, I just got to register, and then I got to make that commitment to actually start training. Why is the first step always the toughest?
I guess fear, right?
Yeah.
Fear of the unknown. Most people, think I'm not fit enough. And it always makes us laugh because people think, I want to start going to the gym again, but I got to get in shape, right? No, you don't get in shape to go to the gym. You go to the gym to get in shape.
Yeah.
You don't sign up for the 5K after you're fit enough. Sign up for it now to put that goal out there, to make yourself commit and make yourself get up tomorrow and start moving.
So to the entire team Zeigler, to everybody that's listening to this, I hope everybody's inspired by our coaches to the Zag, Cheryl and Mark. Today's the day. Right now is the moment to go register and just start getting active. You could walk around the store a few times. You could get out, walk up and down the street. You can start with a small step and then get it, turn it larger. But make a commitment at this very moment to just be there, be present with us, because the community that truly will be there is going to be awesome. And if you're a resident of the Kalamazoo area, I just dropped my wife off at the airport in Grand Rapids, and I saw a sign up there, a digital billboard right next to the airport. If you're from Grand Rapids or any part of the surrounding communities, I can't list them all, come and join us. It is going to be awesome. If you think about the crazy closures and kind of the shutdown and the antisocial world that we've been in the past couple of years, this is the remedy to it all. We're going to be together, and we're going to be enjoying being together. And Mike, we're actually bringing three special things crucial to the Zeigler Auto Group's culture are cheetahs. So if you come, not only will you see the Zeigler hot air balloon, not only will you see the Zeigler NASCAR race car, Josh Bilicki, driver and car, you're going to see the 3 cheetahs. But also, Mark and Cheryl, you're bringing something that will help us to figure out who's faster, a NASCAR driver or us. Will you tell us a little bit about this tool called the Fit Light that you'll bring for everybody to try?
Yeah, Sam, we're going to be at the expo and around the Zeigler tent, and we're going to set up what we call a Fit Light system. And we use this to train all sorts of athletes. But what we're going to do at the expo is we're going to set it up to test everyone's hand-eye coordination. So we're going to set up 8 light in a random pattern and a little bit wide out, so you have to use your peripheral vision. And Formula One car drivers, NASCAR drivers, they're using these types of systems. And like I said, we use them for everyone we train. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a NASCAR driver up there and let him set the baseline, and then give everyone else a shot to see where they stack up. And I think it's going to be really cool.
So on one side, we'll have NASCAR race car driver Josh Bilicki and his results. You can see how you measure up to that. Mike, I think you and I should also do it.
You probably should, Sam.
So that everyone has a bench that they can easily beat. So you've got the host of the Driving Vision Future of Zag Today podcast, plus you've got a NASCAR race car driver. We're excited to have that live at the marathon, and it's going to be a heck of a lot of fun to be there with both you, Mark, and Cheryl, and all of us, not only the NASCAR race car driver, not only the hot air balloon and the 3 cheetahs, but the entire entire community of Kalamazoo and the Zeigler Auto Group as we join in this worthwhile cause of getting active and moving together and becoming more healthy. So any final words, Cheryl and Mark?
Well, thanks for having us, and we're really looking forward to the marathon and being a big part of it with Zeigler.
If you're on the fence, go register right now. When you register, you are committed and you're all in and you can join us.
All right, I'm going to go register. Mike, are you registered yet?
I'm ready to go. I've been training.
All right, let's do it. We'll see you there. Thanks, everybody. Hey, everybody. So a special segment in the podcast with me here today is Cheryl. Cheryl, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me back, Sam.
So Jim Craig, as part of his leadership sessions, always talks about the ripple in the pond, and we talk often about it, that leadership is not a destination, it's a process. And Cheryl, you shared a beautiful experience you had with your daughter recently with Jimmy, who then shared it with me, and I'd love to have you share it with everyone here with the goal of increasing that ripple. Cheryl, would you share it?
Yes. So my daughter, who is 9, started in karate probably about 6 months ago, and I have found that I'm more hyper aware of the leadership terminology, the things that come with leadership, and how much it's around you outside of Zeigler, and find that her teachings in karate that the master teaches them are lining up very much with our work and our leadership work. So the master was in last week and was talking to the students, which he'll interrupt class and talk to the students, and he was talking about practice, and he said to them, you guys are all practicing, right? And he was correcting people as they were doing their different moves, their punches and their kicks, and everybody, yes, and he says, okay, so when you practice, I come in and I correct you. Yes, okay, they say practice makes perfect, right? And everybody agreed, and he said, well, that's wrong. Practice makes permanent. If you're practicing wrong and no one corrects you, you're going to be wrong all the time. And so he explained his lesson of he's correcting you and leading you to do it a better way, a correct way, so you don't just continue to practice in your way and do it wrong, because you can become a master of doing something wrong.
Practice makes permanent. That is awesome. And that applies to what we do here in the car business, right? So if I'm doing my job continuously, but I'm making mistakes and no one around me cares enough to say, Sam, that's not right, or hey, here's a different way you could do it. And if I'm not humble enough to be open to that feedback and I innovate and I evolve, I could do something over and over and over again wrong and just become more convinced I'm right in my wrong, right?
Correct.
How crazy is that, Cheryl? Thank you for sharing that. It's almost a Mr. Miyagi Karate Kid type wisdom, right? From your daughter's karate. How long has she been doing karate for, by the way?
About 6 months now.
That's awesome. And what belt is she?
She is now an orange belt.
That's awesome. Well, will you tell her, because I remember her from the podcast from the Thanksgiving episode, tell her that everyone at the Zeigler Auto Group says thank you for this cool lesson that practice makes permanent. Practice doesn't necessarily make perfect. And our challenge today at the Zeigler Auto Group is to ask those around us and watch around us to get feedback so that our practice can become, instead of permanent, it can become effective and it can become better and we can serve each other and our customers better. Cheryl, thank you.
Thank you, Sam. Have a great day.
Thank you, Athletic Mentors and Cheryl Precarion, for contributing to this week's Driving Vision podcast. Excited to see you all April 24th at the Zeigler Kalamazoo Marathon. Until next time, how are you driving vision today?